And the trauma is what I call it, for me, I call it, was not able to take care of me as a kid.
So you're old, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
I was about It is a beautiful day, and I do hope you're enjoying the viewing and you're enjoying your day. Thank you for joining us on this conversation. We call it Being Real Conversation, and we talk about each and everything that affects your daily life. My name is Nancy Wanjiru Kinyanjui. I am a psychotherapist, passionate in that field, and happy to share and delve into what life is about. I have Gregory with me. Gregory, please introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Gregory Ndambuki Chalo. I'm a Kenyan, a 46-year-old man.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't say their age.
I know.
Yes.
I'm a dad. I'm a business person.
Yes.
I'm a human being trying to figure out why I'm in this world.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying it?
I'm loving it so far. So every journey is a learning. I keep on learning new things.
Yes.
And in reality, I'm enjoying this life so far.
Right.
So good. And I'm actually looking forward for the next phase of my life.
Amazing.
Yeah. So in terms of knowing me, I think through these conversations, the more we have this conversation, the more people will know me better.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you for being open
Yeah.
to share part of your life. In therapy, we start by understanding how your childhood was, right? How you faced life, what impacted you the most, be it both positive and negative, because certain decisions about life have been influenced by that, right? So if we can take a step back to how you grew up, what stands out? What would you like to share?
So I'm that kind of a person who always wants to be a better person tomorrow. And by that, I came to realize that there's no way I can deal with me who I am or try to heal without first understanding where I'm coming from.
Exactly.
And the traumas, I call it, for me, I call it demons, but it's traumas.
Yes.
If you've not dealt with the demons, your past demons, then it's hard for you to be able to move forward in life.
Right.
So I just wanted to add on that. And then in terms of that, I said I'm a 46-year-old man.
Yeah. 46-year-old young.
Young,
Yes.
exactly. I was born in Nairobi. Actually, in particular, and if most people I'm very sure who were born in Nairobi, we were all born in Pumwani maternity. It was the biggest maternity.
It was the place.
And it was the place.
Exactly,
so I was born in Pumwani maternity, born by my late mother, who passed away last year. Then I was brought up by my grandparents, and especially my grandmother.
Right.
What were the reasons why I was brought up by my grandmother? After I was born, my mom was not able to take care of me as a kid and my siblings.
Yeah.
And the best thing she did, and this she never told me.
Yeah.
It's later on in life when I sit down and ask myself, why did these things happen? And that's the point I realized she did the best she could.
Yeah.
And she looked around and was like, for my kids to be brought up well, at least get the basic needs, the only place they can get that is from their mother, who's our grandmother.
Right.
And we lived in a place called Juja Road. Juja Road. Please don't confuse Juja and Juja Road.
I was about to think it's the village Juja.
So Juja is Kiambu County.
Yeah? Okay.
Juja Road is in between Pangani and Isili. There's a section there called Juja Road. Actually, there's a Juja Road Primary School where I went to school in primary.
Yeah.
Part of my primary, I went to Juja Road Primary School. It was a good school then. Even the estate was not bad. I remember even my mom told me, because even they were brought up in the same estate.
Yeah.
In the same estate.
Right.
And they were telling us it used to be the High Commission for Pakistan, India, they're all in that area.
Oh, okay.
Even Isili was not as cluttered as it is.
So it was a good neighborhood.
It was a good neighborhood.
And that was your shags now.
And that was our shags.
Interesting.
Yeah. Our neighbors were Indians. Actually, my best friend at some point was called Paminda Singh.
No wonder.
Yeah. So brought up in Juja Road, went to school. My primary school was Juja Road Primary School.
Yeah.
I did from pre-unit to study 6. Then we had issues in the family.
Yeah.
I have a few uncles here and there. We had issues, and one of my younger brother, one day they went to Makueni with my grandmother, and when they came back, my grandma told me, guess what? Your brother has a good idea. I was like, what idea is this? It's like, why are we struggling here in Nairobi while there's a home in Makueni?
Right.
Why don't we go there? You'll be able to study and everything. I was against that.
Right.
I was like, there's no way. Right. I'm tired. Now I'm being taken to shags. How? But anyway, I didn't have a choice. And we were transferred to Makueni, and in particular a place very interior. Actually, after you're dropped, after the public transport, you can actually walk for like an hour.
Oh, okay.
To the homestay.
Quite interior.
It is quite interior. And I went, then I enrolled to a school called Nzukeni Primary School.
Right.
Like in Kamba Nzukeni Primary School. And it was a culture shock. Yeah.
Yeah. So trying to think about how you grew up, your mom decided to take you to your grandmother.
Yes.
Sometimes it is important for families to have a certain level of structure. So we are seeing the structure or the backbone now for your mother being the aiding force in this case, where you guys get a bit of shelter.
Yeah.
And this structure is within Nairobi, and you're having to adjust, knowing that you're different, because that is also at play here.
Yeah.
Knowing that you're different, you're a Kenyan living among Indians and living among, other foreigners within. Yeah. And you have to try and identify who you are and how you can navigate all this.
Yeah.
Then the decision comes where you have to go to shags.
Yeah.
Now that is Ukambani, right? Yeah. Adjusting now from Nairobi to this Ukambani school.
Yeah.
And also, definitely, they say upgrading upwards is easy.
Yeah.
We are always ready to go up, but declining or going downwards can be a challenge.
Exactly.
And this is a young man.
Oh, yeah.
How old were you?
I must have been, 12?
12 years.
12 years.
Just about to hit your
Just
teen.
into my teen. Yes. And that's the period where I'm discovering myself. I'm knowing who I am.
Yes.
And then there's all these changes, And did I really know even who I was? But without knowing it, I was growing. I was growing to be a certain man.
Yeah.
But all these changes, and with a lot of things that had happened, even in Nairobi, with all the challenges, with family challenges, and then going to Kambani. But I remember when I went to Kambani. So I never used to be very good in books. Actually, even in Nairobi, I used the best if I did well. If I came second last, and our days we never used to look at points. We used to look at number what. Were you number one or number two?
Exactly.
We never looked at points. Which never made a point. I think points.
It was more competitive.
It's more competitive.
Yes.
And if I came second last, I would have done my best last time. Yeah. So I go to Kambani, and there's this kid from Nairobi. So what expectations are high?
Yes.
This kid
You're exposed.
Speaking not the best English, but or Swahili, but speaking better.
Yes.
And guess what? Our first exam, I come last. And I think guys were like, kumbe we are better than this guy from Nairobi.
Yes.
And though it didn't bother me. I tried to fit in, and through that I started trying to understand, why am I last? Am I that dumb? Of all these other kids, what's happening? And then I just realized I was just doing it wrongly. I just realized that I didn't have reasons why I'm studying. And the moment I had got a reasons why, I was like, you know what, for me to be a better person, and I realized this world, you really need good education. And that's the point where I decided to change on how I do things, and especially studying. And it did not take me long. Nancy will be shocked. Within immediately after that, the first term, we did exams. Shockingly, I was number one in class.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Number one or number two? I know I was number one in class.
Oh, wow.
And everybody was shocked.
Yes.
And one thing I remember, even when I took my cousins back in Nairobi, heard about it, it was like, hey, Greg he's known how to, we used to call it dab. Amejua kudab. you cheating.
Yeah.
So they're like, that must be
they
cheating.
thought you cheated.
Yeah, dubbing, dubbing is like
Yeah.
you were recording from one point to the other.
Yes. How did it feel for you?
Yeah.
Flipping the script from being the last to the first.
To the first.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, I actually never had any thoughts about it.
Right.
Yeah,
you
nothing.
didn't sit with it.
I did not. I just continued as like, you know what?
Right.
This is my new world.
Right.
This is my new world to conquer. This is my new world to be number one in school.
Yes.
And that's what I'll run with.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, let's try and understand the culture from the previous primary school.
Yes.
When I say culture, I'm looking at the community, the nationalities, and so on and so forth, versus now the culture of the new school you go in. Yeah. I want to believe they were different.
They're very different.
Right.
Very different. And actually thinking of when you asking that question, thinking about it, I think also what pushed me is when I was in Jujero, I was a normal boy. Yeah. Actually, there were better people in our class, either economically coming in the better families and all that. Right. But now going to Makueni, guess what? I'm not the same again. I am the boy. And there's no way I could behave the same I was behaving all the time. So I had to up my game in everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think right there we see the point or the value of self-belief, because had you not had self-belief in the new school, you'd still have continued, performing poorly. Let me use that. But in the previous place, because you had not quite reconciled the situation with why you're with your grandmother, how you have to exist with everybody else, you just settled. Then we see the power of decision making. Yes. When you made a decision that you will have a motivation, then you did well, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was a game changer. It was, and we had a farm. Some of the things that really made me who I am. We had a farm. My grandmother used to farm near a river called Kaiti. It's one of the longest rivers and biggest rivers in Makueni that runs through. And I think it joins Athi River somewhere at some point towards the coast. Yeah. And so we had this big farm and we used to farm there. And it was quite a distance. And where we come from, it's hilly. Yeah. So every weekend we used to go, like especially during harvesting, we used to go to the farm and carry the maize. The storage was back to the homestead.
Oh, so you harvest the maize,
yes,
and carry it up.
Carry it. Yeah. And actually today I have a back problem because of that. So what we used to do, so that I don't keep on going, so you have to take the bigger the sack, the better for me. So I don't go back again. But without knowing, it messed my back. Right. Again, what we do earlier on always affects you later on. So for me now, in terms of physically and in terms of that, I have a problem, my backache that was caused by that. Yeah. I was trying to solve something then, but I didn't know that the consequences then
will cost you now.
Yeah. So I can say I did a bit of farming. Yeah. I helped farming. Yeah. Wow. Something I want to go back to. Yes. I love farming.
What about it?
I love nature. And even as we sit now and talking, I'm also thinking of moving away from this jungle, concrete jungle. Right. I love peace. I love nature. And farming, everything about farming is all nature.
There's an aspect of grounding that goes on. Yeah. The utilization of your senses, because you get to feel what you're picking. Yeah. You get to see and choose what is the right harvest. Yeah. You get to smell probably fresher air.
Yeah. You know? Cow dung. And I love the smell of, people don't like, but I love them. I could love to wake up and just smell it from far.
Nice.
Yeah. So you're right. Yeah. So again, without knowing, maybe I picked that then, and now it's when it's coming back from my consciousness.
Yes,
it's like, what? You did this. Maybe it's
that's grounding for you.
Yeah. So we helped a lot. I learned a lot in Makueni. Yes. Different people. I made friends, different type of friends, and so this is the thing that actually now just coming to mind. So while I was in Makueni, it was a boring town. It was a boring village. We were not able even to see a vehicle. I could only see it from miles, like a roadway. I could see it pass. Yeah. And the only time we could see again something is it was our chief motorbike. Oh wow. Or the priest when they come to do a mass.
Nice.
Into a place which was
quite remote.
It was quite remote.
Yeah.
And that's not who that's not how I'm built.
Yes.
And I remember one day I
So
went
you're
and
curious.
very curious. And
Yeah.
then, so one day after the priest finished the mass,
Yeah.
I approached the priest. I was like, where do you come from? Where is this? The main church. They mentioned the main church. I was like, I want to be part of the church. What can I do? Like, and then he looked at me and told me the only way you can do it is be an altar boy. Do you think I'd be like, okay, I can be like on Saturday? That's when altar boys meet.
Yeah.
Then we went to the church is called Kikoko. Now Kikoko is 2 hours away walk from my home.
Right.
And I walked and went to Kikoko.
Yeah.
And now, the more I approached Kikoko civilization, even I got to a tarmac. You walk now, better buildings, better houses.
Right.
The church was nicely built. Yeah, the priests there, they have cars. As in now civilization. And I was like, when I got there, I was like, this is what I want.
Yeah.
This is where I want to be spending my time.
Yeah.
And I joined and became an altar boy. And through becoming an altar boy, I got engaged with church staff.
Okay.
I used to read and try and understand the Bible.
Right.
And even joined a youthful Legio Maria. For people who know Legio Maria used to be for only women way back. But as time went by, we started a younger one, and it was more like a Bible study actually. So we used to meet and engage on each other, and surprisingly, everybody used to get surprised in terms of my insights of the Bible and how I understand. Even the priests, even sometimes they'll ask me, where did you read that? But for me, it was, I read this verse, and then you connect and all that, It got to a point everybody in the village thought I'll be a priest.
Ah, wow.
Yeah, and they were ready. And guess what? Coming from the village, and you're a priest, oh, it's a big thing.
It is. It is an achievement.
It is an achievement.
Definitely, yeah.
And I remember very well, there's this lady. She was way older than me. We're coming from church, and then there were actually were many, and they were like, "Oh, Greg, you make a very good priest," and all that. And I went to them and I asked them, "What if I don't want to be a priest?"
Yeah.
They're like, "No, you got it." And I asked them, so in the village, so another thing that comes out for you to look like you have achieved, it's being a politician and becoming. Then now they're called CS, a minister.
Yes.
So and I was like, what if I become a CS, a minister then? Now they're called CS.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, Greg. You have a calling, you understand this book, and God very well, the way you bring it out there. And I looked at them and I was like, for me, I knew I wanted to be a priest.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm liking that because you knew your ambition is quite different.
Yeah.
Maybe you didn't have the language to put it out.
Exactly.
But you are driven, you are confident, you are knowledgeable, and I'm sure people would want to classify.
Yeah.
So right there we can pick a lesson where if you have a certain belief about yourself, go for it. Yeah. Don't limit yourself to what you're being defined as.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And talking about that, I remember now even back in Jujaro Primary, I remember we used to, when we were kids, people kept on asking us, who do you want to be when you grow up?
Yeah.
And there were our days. There was either you want to be a doctor, you want to be a pilot, nurse, teacher, you know, those normal. And if you're not very ambitious, you can say driver. Yeah. And I remember I used to have a problem answering that question. I never used to know. Then I never used to understand. How come I can't just say a doctor?
Yeah.
And so I used to get into trouble every time it gets to my time of answering. Then I'll fumble. I don't know what to say. Then I came up with an idea. I was like, you know what? I counted the fourth person. Before whoever answers, I'll say what they say. So at least I have an answer.
You'd copy.
I could copy. Yes, I could copy.
Right.
And the traumas, I call it, for me, I call it, was not able to take care of myself.
Yeah,
exactly.
I was about to say